What's up guys, here Mox Gaming. Your F2P spokesperson. The CN version of Overlord King of Nazarick has officially launched. If you are looking for the best tier list and gacha tips, especially for beginners, this video will help you choose the right one. Recommend watching repeatedly. If you find this video is helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe channel. This tier list provides user-friendly, comprehensive character evaluations for both early and late game phases. Now, I shall provide in-depth review and those into SR and some SRCR characters. Not all. Let's diving into the mysterious realm of B tier firstly. Jugum A defense character boosts the attack of the team's highest attack character when using a skill. There's a high chance of applying a defense reduction effect on the hit enemy. Whenever an enemy is under the defense reduction status, Jugum triggers a cooperative attack. KG its support character has a 60 chance of applying attack reduction, defense reduction, and speed reduction when releasing an AoE skill. There's also a chance of adding a debuff for continuous damage to the hit enemy. However, the drawback is the low probability, leading to unstable debuff triggers. Otherwise, this character would easily rank in the S tier. Clementine Ranger character has a passive skill that initiates with stealth at the beginning. It purges one debuff and continuous damage from herself. When attacking an enemy, Clementine applies a defense reduction effect, ignores the enemy's shield, and, when dealing damage to an enemy with over 50 health, increases her critical rate by 25 and critical damage by 40. Next, let's talk about Attire Hamusuk. A defense character enters the battlefield and releases its skill, reducing the defense of all enemies by 200 points. Additionally, it further decreases the defense of all enemies by 21. Moreover, it enables the ally with the highest attack to engage in cooperative combat against the enemies. Lukrut Ranger character can steal 2 buffs from the target when releasing skills, and it reduces the target speed by 40. When the passive skill triggers, it increases the critical hit rate by 40. Yuri, a defense character, can serve as an early game defense option if you don't pull an SSR defense character. When releasing skills, it stuns and reduces the speed of the enemy target. Additionally, when other members are present, such as Lupus Regina or Sabas, Yuri will join forces with them. Lupus Regina, support character, possesses an AoE healing skill. She purifies one debuff and enhances effect resistance for allies. When healing a single ally, she can also apply a speed boost. And then S tier Soframer, a mage character, reduces the enemy's effect resistance and applies a slowing effect when dealing damage. Moreover, he heals the ally with the lowest health and inflicts 20 increased damage to enemies with debuffs using his ultimate skill. Shalltear Mage. When Shalltear hits an enemy, she accumulates buff points. Upon reaching the maximum of 10 points, a buff is triggered. It boosts damage to the enemy by 50 for 3 turns. If the enemy is under defense reduction, the damage increases by 15 and Shalltear gains 25 action points. This gameplay mechanism is fantastic, especially when teamed up with Shalltear defense. It's an absolute perfect combination. Demiurge Mage character with AoE skills and a continuous damage buff. When accumulating a certain level of buff points, he delivers an attack to all enemies and adds a stun effect. Dzef, a defense character, possesses a counterattack ability. When counterattacking, he gains 2 attack and 3 counter rate, stackable up to 6 layers. When the buff reaches its limit, he obtains a life-absorbing shield. Aura, a defense character, launches a skill to attack a single enemy, triggering a buff that dispels one buff from the enemy, adds 1 debuff layer, and, when Aura is in a buff state, increases her critical rate and critical damage by 20 when using a basic attack on the enemy. Momon, a defense character, ignores 45 of the target's defense on the 4th attack. If there are other characters in the team, such as Lukrut, Momon will add an additional 350 points of physical damage when attacking. When Momon is under the heroic entrance buff, he purifies 2 debuff states and counterattacks against the enemy when attacked. Sebast, a defense character, has a 50 chance to reduce the defense of the enemy when dealing damage. When teamed up with other members like Yuri, Sebayas engages in a joint attack. Each successful attack adds buff points, enhancing his attack by 2 and ignoring the target's defense by 2. This effect can stack up to 10 layers. When consuming all the buff points, Estabase inflicts an additional 15 damage based on his attack power. Lena, a support character, has a chance to reduce the attack power of the enemy by 20 when dealing damage. Additionally, before Lena takes her turn, she restores the health of the ally with the lowest HP. When a healed ally is hit again, Lena's buff mechanism is triggered, allowing her to recover a percentage of her maximum health, up to 4 times. Apart from that, Lena can also provide a critical hit boost buff to all allies. Activating this skill increases Lena's own speed. Finally, let's talk about SS tier. Cositus, a character with both single target and AoE attacks. After attacking all targets, they inflict continuous damage with a bleeding buff. The damage increases based on the enhancement of debuff state, stacking up to 10 layers with higher damage received. Pandora's Actor, a support character who can randomly replicate one state from an existing character on the field to themselves. Based on the different total counts of buff states they possess, they grant random buffs to the ally with the highest attack. Additionally, they can restore health to the 4 allies with the lowest current health. Shalltear Defense, a Valkyrie with both single target and AoE skills. She comes equipped with debuff abilities and restores her own health when attacking targets. Acting as a tank, she can absorb damage for the entire team, making her exceptionally well suited for boss battles. Shalltear can lower the enemy's defense, and the higher her health, the more damage she inflicts. Triggering her AoE skill also decreases the attack power of all enemies. This character is versatile and can be used in any stage or dungeon. If you pull her, consider it a jackpot. Highly recommended for cultivation. Albedo tank character. Inflicts an attack reduction debuff on the enemy target while boosting her own defense. When an ally is attacked, she releases a shield that can absorb a certain amount of damage. She counters the enemy target and, when using AoE skills, triggers a taunt effect, forcing the enemy to only use basic attacks. Additionally, Albedo reduces the damage she receives by 20. Full plate armor is also a tank character, but unlike Albedo, it not only provides a powerful shield for team members, but also inflicts continuous damage and stun effects on the enemy target. It's highly suitable for both PvP and PvE modes. Evelaya, a mage character, comes with both AoE and single target attack skills. The more buffs she has, the higher the damage she deals. Additionally, her damage output increases as the enemy's health gets higher. For beginners and F2 players, I recommend focusing all your gacha pulls on the beginner summon banner. The primary choice is that after accumulating 30 summon records, you can select one character from Shalltear, Aura, Sebas, Demiurge, Mayor, and Gizef. Among these 6 characters, all are viable except for Sebas, who falls a bit short in overall strength. However, for beginners, I still recommend Demiurge. He has AoE skill effects and comes with debuffs, making him particularly suitable for early game stages. In addition to the beginner summon banner, there are 2 other banners. The second one is the limited time banner featuring Evil Eye and Cositus as the up characters for this round. You can click on the bottom left corner to access the guaranteed character button, or you can choose your preferred character. I recommend selecting Evil Eye, who is an SS tier character with powerful AoE skills. She comes with self-buff effects, and her critical hit rate converts to attack power. The more buffs she has, the higher the damage output. Additionally, the higher the enemy's health, the more damage she deals, with a 15 boost against high health targets. The third type is the regular banner, which comes with 2 pity systems. The first one guarantees a random SSR character after 80 summons. The chance of pulling an SSR in this banner is quite low at 1.6. The second pity system kicks in after 300 summons on the regular banner, allowing you to choose any SR character as a reward, and you can only claim this reward once. For the character selection, I recommend Shalltear. She not only has single target and AoE skills, but can also serve as a tank, helping to absorb damage for the team. Additionally, she has a skill that restores her own health when attacking targets. When it comes to gacha rates, you have a 1.6 chance for SSR characters, a 19 chance for SAR characters, and a 79.4 chance for R characters. Additionally, every 10 summons guarantee an C or higher character. However, if you didn't get an SSR, don't be disappointed. Seer characters like Uri, Hamasuk, and Lucret can still perform exceptionally well in the early stages of the game. Well, the above Overlord King of Nazarick best tier list and gacha tips. I've provided timestamps in the description. If you find the video is helpful, don't forget to subscribe channel. See you next video.